Good morning, world. It's Monday. I'm feeling a bit angry today, even though it is a lovely day outside right now. I was originally going to vlog about the Elder Scrolls series, but then I read an article that made me quite angry. Although I've calmed down considerably since then. It was about in Knox County, there was a banning, so to speak, of books, which always makes me angry in a sense. Let me explain. John Green, winner of the Michael Prince Award for excellence, and I can't read the print here, something like that. One of my favorite authors, one of my favorite people in general, author of Looking for Alaska, was banned in Knox County. His book Looking for Alaska was required reading, and a Christian mother read the book, or read excerpts from the book actually, found it to be intolerable to her, and brought up at a school board meeting, read an excerpt, shocked everyone at the meeting, and then had it banned promptly. Well, not banned. It's still in the library, I believe, according to the article, which I will link to. But it is no longer required reading. Apparently, she was offended because she was wondering how she could raise her child in a Christian environment while they're reading this book at school. If you know me, which none of you probably do, I am very much against banning books, and this is a perfect example. If someone, my first reaction to someone telling me that's Christian is good for you. My first reaction to someone telling me they're a Christian and they want the book banned is, I don't care. Why should I care? You're a Christian, great. It violates your Christian principles. I really don't care. Her objection is about the sex in the book, which it always is about, of course, sex and the like. But if you really want to know my opinion, I don't care. I mean, I think, I don't know. I have so much frustration that I'm one who I have to express in less than 2 minutes right now. Not sure how to describe it. Not all books are going to have positive role models. Teenagers have cognitive abilities, which adults often seem to underestimate. I didn't read Of Mice and Men and immediately feel the need to euthanize any mentally handicapped people in my neighborhood. That's not how it works. You have to understand, kids, you don't shelter people from the world when they're teenagers, basically. You show them the reality, and the things that were in that book, which occurred at the boarding school, I completely see them happening in my own high school. Many of them do. You can't shelter kids. It's better to teach them about the real world and teach them about sex and drugs. And they can understand that not all role models are, not every character in a book is a role model. Not every protagonist is a role model. They can understand that. It makes me somewhat angry when parents fail to understand. The kids can understand that. I mean, you have a Christian upbringing, you read part of the book, you're offended. It is about sex. It is about drugs. Nowhere they glorified. It's just a straightforward reporting of a kid who experimented with sex and drugs in high school. It's not that controversial to me. I just think that, you can teach kids abstinence, you can teach kids sex and drugs don't exist, or you can speak directly to them about it. You can have a realistic book about it. And I'd just like to conclude. They call it pornographic, yes. It was very pornographic, this book right here. It was extremely... No, of course not. It was a single sex scene. It wasn't even really sex. I started a change.org petition to have this ban repealed, and if you agree, I would encourage you to sign. Link is in the sidebar. To conclude, I think this book should be put back on the required reading list so as, not to ruin it for all the other kids who pretty much probably love this book. Because it is a great book. And I think this mother should really examine her actions, as they seemed quite hasty.